Okay, so I'm going to show you guys my project guitar here. The Squier vintage modified Jaguar. Then I'm going to try to make it as close as possible to a Fender Kurt Cobain Signature Series Jaguar. So you can see that I've upgraded the pickups before to, they're from a Fender Classic player made in Mexico, HH Jaguar, and they're okay, but definitely not as good as this stuff here with the DiMarzio Super Distortion in the bridge and PAF in the neck. It's going to be sounding a lot better once I get that in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pickguard and pickups that are in here, although I might get a new bridge pickup, but I'm going to take this setup here and then I'm going to put it in my other Jaguar that I have, the surf green one, which is also a Squier vintage modified, and then that will be sounding a lot better because I'm not really a fan of single coil pickups to begin with, but especially not these that are in this Jaguar. They're okay for clean tone, but definitely not as good as humbuckers. So yeah, and this is awesome right here, the three-way switch. Much prefer that to the two single switches to control on and off on the pickups. And then of course you got the extra volume pot in here, which is a cool thing to have too. So this is going to be more like a blog than as opposed to like a how-to video, but I'm going to check in periodically and show you my progress on it. So first thing is I'm going to unwind the strings, get them off, and then take the pickguard off, and then carefully remove the wiring that's in there because I'm going to use it for that one. And yeah, I'll check in with you guys, so should be fun. Stay tuned. Alright, so one thing I wanted to show you real quick is one of the differences between a Fender Kurt Cobain Signature Series Jaguar and the Squier Jaguars is that there's no like channel right here for the wires just to lay on top. There's no cutout. They have to actually go through the body. So it's like that here, where this would be a channel on the Cobain one, and over here, the control plate, same thing. There would be a cutout right here for the wires to lay right on there. Whereas this is more the old school, traditional series Jaguar, and it's like that up here too. There'd be a channel for the rhythm circuit. So see how they're fed through the body. So what that basically means is to get the old stuff out, you basically have to unsolder every wire, or you could cut and splice the wires too. Oh, and then another thing I forgot to point out earlier was with I didn't actually do the routing on this. I had another gentleman, an actual luthier, do the routing. He did an okay job, not the greatest. He did put shielding paint, which is good, so he cuts down on buzz. But alright, so let me get back at it. So the guy we're all done now, and it's sounding pretty good. Didn't really have any difficulties with it too much. I did have to widen this cavity a bit on this side, also up around here, maybe a little bit over here too, because this control panel, the pots in it are really big compared to the regular vintage modified ones. So just the hole needs to be bigger. I used like a little Dremel tool attachment, like a little sandpaper thing, to make the cavity bigger. Pickguard worked out fine. It's not a exact match to the Squier, but the holes are pretty close. I was able to get two of the screws in, however this one for some reason is not lining up. So I think what I'll do is eventually I'll probably just fill that hole and then just drill another small hole, put the screw in, but otherwise it's fine. I still got the old bridge in here, and a lot of people hate these because they have multiple As you probably know if you're watching this video, they have multiple grooves in them, and you know, if you play hard, sometimes they can slip out, especially if you're using 10s or 9s. These are 10s. I was using 11s for a while, and that seemed to cut down on a lot of issues because there's just more tension on the bridge, so they stay down better. But yeah, that's it. I plan on upgrading that eventually, probably to either like a stay trem or maybe a the ones on the classic vibes that are like the barrel style, Mustang style bridge, where it's a set radius, so there's no grub screws. You just have the 2 screws here, and over here to raise and lower. I like that better. It's just easier to set the action. I'm not gonna put a sound video in this video here, but I did actually make one 2 videos ago with the doing Nirvana riff, so you can see how it sounds like, and I plan on making more, definitely more videos with it too on this new channel, so yeah, check that out. But yeah, I would recommend doing this. I went at it kind of the expensive way because I bought the whole harness and pickups and switch together. I could have probably saved a lot of money just by using the old harness and using the old plates and you know, just drilling a hole in the plate for the volume knob. People have done that, and then if I used the pots that were in there, I wouldn't have had to make the cavity bigger, so that would have been easier too. If I told you guys I was going to do it on my green one. If I do this on my green one, I think I might just omit the extra volume knob. I just don't really see, you know, I mean, it's cool because it looks more like Kurt Cobain's actual Jaguar, but I just don't know. I don't think it's really worth it, and especially if you're doing like volume swells, it's probably hard to get your hand in there because you can't even fit a finger in between the new ones. They're really close together. But yeah, so that's it for now. I hope you liked it. Comment if you did or if you didn't, and check out my other videos.